The holidays are over, our winter break is over, and I'm just hanging on for just one more semester until graduation. Hello, I'm Dejah.
And I'm Gwen. And despite the freezing cold temperature and snow, we're ready to bring you more episodes this semester. You're watching the Home for the Explorers Athletics SportsLine.
Welcome to SportsLine, back to bring you the LaSalle sports that you've all missed so much.
But first, let's take a look at our SportsLine top 3.
Number 1, LaSalle unveiled its newest Hall of Athletes inductees for 2026, honoring former standout Pat Christensen from baseball and Amy Griffin from women's basketball, who will both be celebrated at the men's basketball game against Rhode Island this February.
Number 2, a total of 248 LaSalle student athletes earned a spot on the Atlantic 10 Commissioner's Honor Roll for the 2024-25 academic year, with the university tying for the second highest GPA among all A10 schools.
Number 3, LaSalle was recently mentioned in wider college basketball news, but in connection with a betting and point-shaving investigation, the game flagged by federal authorities was LaSalle versus St. Bonaventure on February 21, 2024. While no current players or the university itself have been charged, the situation has sparked conversation around sports betting and oversight in college athletes.
Wow. We definitely, as a student athlete, we do a lot of meetings about stuff like that. So it's interesting to see it at the forefront,
Yes.
right under our nose kind of thing that's happening. We could have been at that game and we didn't even know.
No, yeah.
Because you see documentaries after it's happened, but being involved in it now is kind of oh.
Yes, and now you kind of look back and it's like, were they not playing their best that day? Were they trying to get the money?
Yeah.
I think it's really crazy because, like you mentioned, they go through extensive training. I remember when I was playing volleyball at another university, we had 2-week-long training about a bunch of things you shouldn't do. So
it's kind of sad though, because I feel like especially with basketball, or where the NILs and they get the money and they're trying to do things to get even more money. It's kind of like, oh come on, this is just no fun. Like, what's your intentions? What's your wife to doing this? Like, something's been lost in conversation now. Like, we need to go back to the basics of why you do the sport you want to do. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, I agree so much. A lot of people don't have a love for sports anymore.
It's sad. It's sad to see.
Yeah. I didn't expect it to be LaSalle though.
Yeah, but I don't know. You never know, do you?
No.
I think money can make people do some crazy stuff.
Yes, I agree. I heard it was a large payout that the LaSalle player was going to make off of it.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Now he's going to get even more of a payout for whatever the consequences of that.
I heard around $20K. I don't know.
Oh,
true.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. A huge payout. So.
Wow.
I wonder if he got his money, though.
Yeah, hopefully not. But little do we know. The sad thing is also that is probably going to happen in the future. So.
Yeah, unfortunately.
What can you do?
And that's it for the top 3. Let's take a look at how our teams have been doing this week. While we were away, men's basketball had 9 games, which they went 1-8. LaSalle kicked off the losing streak with a ton of non-conference slates, battling Long Island University in a hard-fought 70-6 loss, but not without strong individual efforts. Jaden Marshall scored 13 points, while Justin Acker delivered a solid 11-point, 9-rebound performance. Days later at High Point, Marshall got 22 points, including a perfect 8 for 8 showing for the free throw line, and freshman Ashton Walker reached 100 points on the season, making an impressive early career milestone despite a loss for LaSalle 72-84 High Point. In the Atlantic 10 opener against George Mason, the Explorers built a good lead and led most of the contest before ultimately falling 80-75. Jerome Brewer Jr. poured in 21 points, his first 20-plus effort in a LaSalle uniform. Harris added a double-double. The breakthrough moment came most recently on January 17th when LaSalle earned a signature conference win over St. Bonaventure, the Explorers' only win. Jerome Brewer Jr. led the charge with a career high of 27 points, while Jaden Marshall added 23. The LaSalle men's basketball team earned its 7th win on the season on Wednesday night, stunning Dayton with a thrilling 67-64 victory at Johnny Glaser Arena to snap the Flyers' perfect Atlantic 10 record. Graduate student guard Jaden Marshall led all scorers with 25 points, marking his 4th 20-point performance of the season. While knocking down 4 three-pointers for the second straight game and shooting for a perfect 7 for 7 from the free throw line, graduate senior forward Josiah Harris added 10 points, and Rob Dockery, Jerome Brewer Jr., and Truth Harris each chipped in 7. LaSalle jumped out to a commanding 33-8 first-half lead behind Marshall's hot shooting and relentless defense, with the bench providing a major spark by outscoring Dayton's reserve 31-11, helping the Explorers take a 40-29 advantage into halftime. Dayton's mounted a comeback in the second half behind Keaton Jones' double-double, cutting the deficit to 1 point with under a minute remaining, but LaSalle sealed the win with a final defensive stand, forcing a missed three-pointer on Dayton's last possession. Defense proved decisive for the Explorers, who held the Flyers to just 13% shooting from behind the arc. LaSalle led for nearly 38 minutes and withstood a 35-27 Dayton second half surge by making timely plays on both ends.
Women's basketball also played in 8 games, but unfortunately winning 4 out of the 8 games. LaSalle opened this stretch on December 14 with a 63-58 win against UMES, which is short for University of Maryland Eastern Shore, led by Ashley Connor with 14 points, Iris McDoon with 13, Kiara Williams with 11, and Ivona Miljanic also scoring 14. LaSalle dominated on the road against Delaware, led by Iris McDoon with 15 points, Ashley Connor with 14, Joni Quinn put up 13, and Kiara Williams contributed 12 points. LaSalle came out on top with a score of 65-48. A New Year's Eve game against Fordham brought another Atlantic 10 road win. LaSalle got strong showings from its top players Ashley Connor, Eric McDoon, both in double figures. The team executed down the stretch, with both leaders helping push the Explorers past Fordham in a close finish of a win of 72-69. At home against George Washington, LaSalle starters dominated. Iris McDoon and Ashley Connor led the offense, both finishing in double figures to control the game and help the Explorers pull away in the second half to win 66-52. On Wednesday evening, the LaSalle women's basketball team came up short on the road, falling 64-60 to Loyola Chicago in Atlantic 10 matchup at Gentile Arena. For the 4th straight game, the Explorers used a strong third quarter to take the lead, but Loyola responded with an even stronger 4th to secure the win. LaSalle finished the night with its 9th loss of the season. The Explorers controlled the glass, winning the rebounding battle 36-27, but turnovers proved costly, as Loyola held a 20-16 edge and shot 48% from the field. Redshirt freshman Kiara Williams led LaSalle with a career-high 20 points on a 9 of 13 shooting, adding 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Sophomore Joni Quinn chipped in 9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals, and now sits just 1 point shy of 500 for her career.
We're going to take a break for a moment to catch our breath, but we have more recaps coming your way.
Had enough yet? Do facts no longer matter? Are lies to be encouraged instead of punished? This is not our inheritance. If truth no longer matters, we will not remain free for long. This is our generation's challenge, to defend our founders' hope that we the people could self-govern if we defend our right to get the facts. And right now, we're building the only defense of free people have, The facts on every politician, every position they held, every statement they've made, every vote they've made, and any cash they've taken. It's the real history on those now pandering for your vote. There are hundreds of young people building our defense right now, and they need your help. We all have our passions, but as our ancestors knew, when events become so foul they threaten us all, we must stand and defend each other. Please, have our backs. Join us at votesmart.org.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing. And getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life.
This is my time.
Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started.
This is my time. There ain't no doubt in my mind.
Find your place in space.
This is my time.
Space for all.
I've been driving a truck for 40 years now. If people knew what I know, lives could be saved. Like that trucks can't stop quickly. It takes my 80,000-pound truck 200 yards to come to a complete stop. So I always do my best to give a lot of cushion. It helps when other drivers realize that and do the same. Please give trucks the space we need so we can all stay safe. It's our roads, it's our safety.
Welcome back. LaSalle Women's Track and Field opened the 2026 indoor season with a strong showing at the University of Pennsylvania's Penn Select meet. Junior Soel Morez led the way in the 200-meter dash, finishing fourth overall with a time of 56.63 seconds. In the 60-meter dash, sophomore Jordan Gore led the Explorers with an 8-second time, placing 22nd in the 60-meter hurdles. Sophomore Adoga took 19th with a time of 9.91 seconds. In the long jump, sophomores Marona Logan and Tiara Lai put up strong distances to help LaSalle make an early statement in the pits. Freshman Becca Brown, first indoor race for LaSalle, was impressive, finishing the 1K race in a time of 2 minutes and 58 seconds to get 7th overall. But also the time qualifies Brown to an under 20 Welsh indoor record for the event. Another great run from the Explorers was from sophomore Gillian Lovett, who finished 6th overall in the mile with a time of 4 minutes and 55 seconds.
The LaSalle men's track and field team also kicked off the 2026 indoor season at the Penn Select meet, making their first of 4 trips to the Ott Center count. Freshman Ryan Stanswick made his Explorers debut, unforgettable, running 7 seconds in the 60-meter prelims to qualify for the finals, then dropping 6.99 seconds in the final to finish 5th overall. In the 400-meter run, Stanswick led LaSalle competitors with 12th place finish in 51.08 seconds. In the 200-meter dash, freshman Cone Sinner finished 11th in 22.9 seconds, while junior Dayon McDosh followed closely in 13th with a 23 seconds. Callum Murray made a strong season debut in the 800-meter run, placing 4th in a time of 1 minute and 53 seconds. In the 1K run, senior Chanel Muir was 2nd overall with a time of 2 minutes and 22 seconds, while freshman Sean Cronin also an impressive run, especially for his first collegiate indoor debut for LaSalle, finishing 6th place in a time of 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Additionally, freshman Jacob Gardner placed 7th overall in the mile in a time of 4 minutes and 11 seconds, and junior Charlie Rogers won for LaSalle in the 3K with a deciding time of 8 minutes and 22 seconds. The men's 4x4 relay team of Jonathan Zook, Anthony Giangelo, Jordan Grady and Evan Diaz rounded out the day with a 5th place finish in 3 minutes and 26 seconds, a strong start for the Explorers relay corps. Right, where should we start with basketball? Because they have a lot of games.
They do have a lot of games coming up.
So what did you think? We went to the game last night, didn't we?
We did. It was a really good game. I was shocked that the men were up so far, especially against this team, because I heard they played March Madness, and I'm pretty sure they had their starters in. So it was nice to see that we were up so high. And then the minute left.
That I actually don't understand this, because there's a minute to go, and then all of a sudden there's like 40 seconds to go, and then that 40 seconds takes at least 5 minutes. Because there's timeouts, then there's like a media break, and I'm like, there's 40 seconds to go, just play it. But then it's all like, I know it's a tactical side of things of basketball, of like trying to make the play and like trying to steal the ball and all that, and getting fouls so you can get more points. But it is quite intense. That last minute actually lasts like 10 minutes.
Yes, it was
It's
very intense.
deceiving.
And I feel like we started to play a little sloppy during that time. We got a lot of fouls, which was giving them free points because they were making most of their free throws. But
especially that game. I haven't been here, unfortunately, because I've been home for Christmas break when they've been playing, which has been nice. But I think, I don't know if they've had this trend where they've played very well in the first half, and then the second half, I don't know if you noticed, the score was a lot closer, because they were winning by like 10, 15, 20 points. Like clearly, I was like, oh, this is going to be a good game.
Yes, they were doing really good. I'm pretty sure it was around 20 points, which was crazy. But the women's basketball team, they were in Chicago.
I know, it was very cold in there.
Yes, very cold. But they had a good game.
Yeah.
They played very well. It was nice.
I think they've got a similar streak to the men, where it's like, it's 50-50, winning a few games, losing a few games. But I think on both sides, and I think especially women, they are winning their A10 games, which is very positive.
Yes, very positive. They're more consistent than the men's team.
Yeah, I found that as well.
Yes, and they work cohesively. They work very well together. So
and we're hearing a lot of the same names. Ashley, Iris, it was really cool.
Yep,
like
keeping the same players out there so they can know how to work with each other.
No, definitely. And then track. Talk about a little bit of track.
Yeah, it was freshman Becca Brown.
Yeah.
She's doing her thing as a freshman. That's
good.
nice. Yeah. Fresh out of high school. Usually that's a huge step coming to a college sport from high school. So it was really nice seeing her make all those accomplishments so early. Nice. And she has 3 more years to grow. So that's crazy.
I think one of the things I told her before she started the race, not that this maybe helped or not, I don't know.
I'm sure.
But I have a few experience. I was saying, like, just keep it simple. Although you're in college, although it might seem like, you know, there's loads of people racing, if you just keep it simple and it's you against you, then it doesn't matter if you're running at home in like a little race or if you're running on like the national level. So it's cool. I'm very proud of it. I think in track, compared to cross country, you can actually see the little margins of people improving and stuff, because you have times and distances and stuff. With cross country, it's a bit harder. So it's nice to see her like actually like flourishing, and people can actually also tell that she's running really well.
Right.
So it's really cool to see, and this is only her first race, and she's got a little record as well.
Yeah, and that's the thing with like between track and basketball. With track, like you're on your own, and you have to have like self-determination, self-drive to like keep pushing yourself to do so much better, which she clearly does. And then with basketball, you have to kind of rely on your team a little bit while you do have to perform well yourself. So she's doing so well standing on her own.
Definitely. I'm hopefully, like, I know the wind, like this, the temperature and the weather isn't looking too good for us, so it's a lot of treadmills at the minute. But I think after we get over this slump, we'll be fine. We'll be able to train together, because recently we haven't been able to because of how cold it is.
Oh, really?
We're actually like not allowed.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Wow, I saw the lacrosse girls outside.
Yeah, but it's only like 15 minutes.
Oh,
because of the temperature, you're only allowed outside for like a certain amount of time. Wow. I didn't know that. I was like, oh my gosh, but it's
crazy.
Really cold.
So do you prefer the treadmill or running outside?
Oh, outside, but I actually don't mind the treadmill.
Yeah.
I put a podcast on music. I'm all right.
A little show.
A little show. Don't tell anyone.
Right.
Oh, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have all the upcoming games. Stay tuned to hear more.
You can just keep watching and scrolling, and the world will still feel like it's falling apart. Or you can take action by joining a movement that's creating lasting change instead. Because at World Vision, we believe that no situation is hopeless. Join a movement that's changing the world for good.
No, no, no. Turn it down. Turn it off. Get a hand. Lose the bells and whistles. Drive without distractions.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. We lost Leo when he was only 19, killed by fentanyl he didn't even know he was taking. He was my heart, my son.
My grandson. I wish you could have met him. Such a beautiful young man. Kind, smart, funny, sweet, a great kid.
Go to ladrfoundation.org to join us in the fight against fentanyl.
Thank you.
You crank it and the beat just moves you right down the hallway. Why not? It doesn't hurt anyone. But listening too long and too loud can actually hurt your hearing. Excessive volume in earbuds, stadiums, and at concerts, even loud machinery, can damage hearing in just 15 minutes.
1 in 5 people 12 years and older now has some kind of hearing loss. So see a hearing professional and let's get those ears checked and boogie on.
Welcome back. We have a busy week of Explore Sports, so here's what you can look forward to. Swimming and diving have a couple meets this weekend, starting Thursday with men's competing at Penn at 5 p.m. Friday. The women's team will travel to Piscataway, New Jersey to compete against Rutgers, New Brunswick. Sunday, both men and women will host Fordham at Kirk Pool Home at noon.
Men's and women's track will be travelling to New York to compete at Dr. Sander Scorcher starting at 10 a.m. Friday and Saturday. Men's basketball plays Fordham at Fordham Wednesday at 7, and women's basketball will host St. Joe's at 6:30. Oh, a lot of swims this week.
Yes.
Like,
have you ever been to a swim meet before?
I have. It's loud.
Yes, very loud.
You sit there and everyone's like, banging stuff.
Yes, and extremely hot.
Yeah.
Very
I always
sweaty.
think though, because when they're swimming, their teammates are like ushering them to be like, go swim, swim.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're like actually swimming, like do you see them do? Like, do you get what I mean?
No,
Like
I
do
know
you
what
see
you
them on
mean.
the side, or you just I don't know.
Focus.
Need to ask one of
Yeah.
them. That's who we need
Well-
to get on here.
A
Someone on the
swim
swim.
interview.
Yes, so we could ask
That's
them.
a great idea. Well, I'm trying to think, because when I used to run track, I feel like everyone on the sidelines and your coach just like, you don't
Yeah.
really see that. You can kind of hear them, but
Yeah.
you're kind of in your zone.
I find if I can hear them or if I know who's there,
Yeah.
I'm not locked in, or I'm not locked in enough. I don't want to
Yes.
hear anyone.
That's valid. Yeah.
So if I'm like, if after the race, people are like, oh, I was cheering for you, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't notice. Like, I think that's a better positive race.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
if
I
I'm like,
agree.
oh yeah, you were there, like, I have to focus on the race.
Exactly.
Not who's
But you
cheering.
probably can't hear too much underwater.
Oh yeah,
you're-
good point. But yeah.
And then you
I
have
know.
the
The hat as
head,
well.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll
I don't
ask
know,
them.
yeah.
That's exciting. I
It's a
like when
great
they
question.
host.
Yep.
I
Next
like to go.
week, maybe we'll have a swim interview
Yeah.
and we'll answer all those questions.
Yeah, we can ask them. And then basketball. That's a good. Is that an A10 game? I think so.
Yes,
Fordham.
it sure is. Those are our rivals, actually, for the men's team, I know.
And women, St. Joe's.
Yeah, for both, yeah.
Both.
I wonder how that'll go. Definitely a heated environment.
Yeah, hopefully. Although the game last night was very loud, didn't you think that?
Yes.
It was like crazy.
Yes, they brought a lot of fans, though.
Yeah.
The
Although
away
he's from
team-
Ohio, do you
Yeah.
know how far that is?
Yeah, I looked it up. I didn't want to
It's
believe
like 10
how far
hours.
it was. Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
They have a huge fan base, and I
Yeah.
think that's what brought them back, too.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that was good. That just about wraps it up for us this episode. Find out more LaSalle athletics and upcoming games by visiting goexplorers.com.
Also, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/LaSalleTV and on Instagram at SportsLineLTV. We welcome you to send your thoughts and suggestions there.
For our entire SportsLine team, I'm Dejah Howe.
And I'm Gwen. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you at the game.
See ya.